I will link everything we're about to talk about down below. Today we are doing another episode of our taste testing series. Today we have the Good Crisp Company. It's kind of spin on a healthier Pringle, is what I would say. And they are entirely gluten-free, and they actually have a bunch of other stuff that they don't use in their products, including eggs, soy, peanuts, tree nuts, celery, sesame, and shellfish. So if you have any issues with any of those things, you can have these, which is awesome. And they are based out of Boulder, Colorado, right? All right, and our owner is Matt. He wanted to make a chip that was a little healthier for his kids. Today we are going to try 6 different flavors, and I'm excited, especially for these ones. I typically wouldn't go towards, but I am very interested to try. Right off the bat, which one do you guys think you're gonna like the most?
Well, I hope I like sea salt and vinegar.
I think
sour cream and onion.
I think I'm gonna probably like either sour cream and onion or the aged white cheddar.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I'm very interested. Yeah. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Alright.
They are also certified gluten-free, which, if you don't know, that is one extra step of it's definitely gluten-free. So, introducing my guests today, and I will be inserting Olivia, who you guys have seen before. We have my aunt, who is actually gluten-free, so it works absolutely perfectly.
Celia.
And my mother, who's not gluten-free, but
Who just likes food.
just likes food.
I'm back, everyone.
Olivia, if you're new, she is usually a part of these taste tests, but she was too busy to be here.
I'm a very busy lady.
Look at the colors, isn't that cute? The run through. If you're new here, I know you are new here, for what we do. So we basically will go through each flavor, we will each try one, and we will write on our little sheets here, out of 10, how much we liked it, we didn't like it, and any pointers or whatever we want to share with the group. Then we will go through it every time. At the end, we will then put it in from our favorite to least favorite in order. And yeah, I will link everything down below. Alright, starting out with classic. I figured we'd start with the ones that we're most likely to like. So classic and sour cream and onion. Alright, everyone. I'm excited.
It's even a shape.
Yeah, it's literally. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, we didn't touch it. And special guest, Mocha, who of course wants a little Pringle. Alright, everyone, have their voting in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who wants to start this one, right?
I will start next.
Okay.
Yeah, I would give it an 8 right now. It's got a good amount of salt and perfect crisp. And it held up when you bit into it.
Okay. I also gave it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was very good. Comparing it to a Pringle, because we're looking at it, honestly, it looks very much like a Pringle. I thought it was like a tad like thicker than your typical Pringle, but I kind of like that about it because I feel like normal like Pringles honestly break whenever you take your first bite and the whole thing like crumbles. But yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I liked the salt level. I liked the flavor of it. I didn't think it was too much, but it definitely had a classic flavor.
Obviously, it looks like a Pringle when we check it out. But to me, Pringles don't really have a lot of flavor. I don't know if it's an actual potato that Pringles are made of. This actually has a really good flavor, and it reminds me of an Utsi chip. You know, an Utsi chip versus the others has a really good potato flavor, and this does. So I would say it's kind of like a cross between those two. I like the shape of it. It's not oily, it's not greasy, but it's got a really good flavor. I did give it an 8 because I haven't tried the others yet. So, and I don't give perfect scores very rarely anyway. But that's what I would say. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
For me, an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay, number 2, sour cream and onion. I'm very excited that we're taking a crumbled one. See, honestly, it doesn't smell. I mean, a little. I smell the onion a tiny bit, but otherwise it doesn't smell much different than
Get a
that.
little taste as soon as you put your
Oh, I
foot
can
on
smell
it.
a little bit of it.
A little, just not a lot.
I like the taste. I do enjoy them. I tasted the onion. I can't really say I tasted the sour cream flavoring to it. That said, I did enjoy it, but I tasted more of the onion. So in between, I gave it a 7.5 because I wasn't really sure where it goes. So I gave it a 7.5. I don't know if halves are allowed, but that's where we're going with.
You could have said 7.6, 7.8. Okay.
No.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. Definitely has a unique flavor. Again, I tasted the onion more than like the typical sour cream and onion flavor. I didn't hate it. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite out of them, but it's definitely like a unique flavor like of that onion. But it's not like a weird onion. It's not like you're chewing on an onion. That's not what it tastes like.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I gave it a 7 though.
I went the other way. I went complete 9. I thought it had a lot of flavor. It wasn't overly heavy on sour cream and onion flavor like some chips, and it doesn't stick to your fingers. There's nothing
There's no
on
powder
there,
or leftover
which
stuff.
sometimes when you eat chips that have a sour cream and onion, it's all over your fingers. So I really like that. And yeah, between the two, I would could eat the whole thing.
Gave it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I wish there was more flavor.
Number 3, sea salt and vinegar. You know, some brands, I have had sea salt and vinegar, and honestly, it wasn't bad.
I love sea salt.
I go through phases of liking it. Just,
They don't have smells to them.
no, they don't. I didn't know how to rate this one. I really didn't. I gave it a 7. I'm realizing between the first 3 that I feel like it's a lot of flavor when your tongue first gets it, but then once you're chewing it, I feel like it just tastes like the classic. I don't know, but I gave it a 7. I gave it a 7 because I don't hate it, but I really don't know how I feel about it. But it had a lot of flavor. Yeah.
I gave it a 7. Now, I am a fan of sea salt and vinegar chips, like Lay's sea salt and vinegar. Oh, any of the kettle cooked ones. Oh man, those are such good potato chips. I liked the flavor, but I just wanted a little bit more vinegar, so you feel that like desire to sweat a little, like when you get like a good vinegar potato chip. Okay. So I didn't get a sweat. So.
I've never sweat when I have potato chips.
You haven't had good sea salt and vinegar potato chips.
Well, yeah, there's a reason for that.
Alright, you're on up.
My turn? Okay. Well, we're going to start off by, I hate sea salt and vinegar chips, but I gave this one an 8. The flavor was not very strong at all. Did not taste like sea salt and vinegar chips that I've been forced to eat before. And I really liked it. Gave it just a little bit of flavor, more so than the classic, and it was a little bit lighter than the classic, whereas the classic was more of a heavy chip. And I really like this flavor. I was expecting to hate this because I just don't like the flavor in general. But I actually like those.
But you like sea salt.
But I don't
like flavor.
But
so
not sea salt and vinegar on a chip, no.
No, but you do like sea salt chips.
I like sea salt and I like vinegar. I just don't like them together in a chip, but I like those.
I love that she's expecting.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I want more vinegar.
A few
I
times.
want less salt and more vinegar.
Number 4, aged white cheddar. I'm excited about these. I like a good cheddar chip.
Mm.
It smells good.
Oh, this one has a smell?
It does actually have a little bit of a smell, more than the others, which is hilarious because all the others you'd think are stronger flavors that would have more
On
of
the
it.
top of the chip.
Yeah. Alright.
I gave this one a 6. I mean, the flavor is very, very subtle. I don't feel like there's a lot of cheddar there. It's not strong, but again, it's tasty. It's just not very, very mild. So I was expecting a little bit more of a punch from the aged cheddar part of it, but tasty.
I don't know where I'll put this when we do our ranking at the end, but I did give it an 8.5 out of 10, which, just so everybody knows, when we do the ranking, that doesn't necessarily have to correlate with what you gave the highest rating.
Yes.
But I did give it an 8.5 out of 10. Typically, I do like the cheddar type of chip, cracker, whatever. In a way, I feel like the flavor of this would be better on, like, I don't know, different texture of chip, if that makes sense. I don't know. I liked the flavor, but I feel like it would be better on like a piece of popcorn or something. I don't know. 8.5 out of 10.
I was generous because I enjoyed the chip, so I gave it a 9.
It's very generous.
I don't think it tasted cheesy in that regard. I did really enjoy it. I like the flavor of it. I'm not quite sure I would label it as white cheddar.
What would you label it as?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out real quick. I'm not really sure, but and not cheese. I don't know. Actually, this tastes a little more sour creamy than that does. Like a cheesy cream, like more like a
I'm
creamy
judging
taste.
her palate. Yeah.
Yeah, she's judging my palate.
Maybe she needs water. Yeah.
But I do like them, and that's why I give it a 9. I'm just not sure I would call it aged white cheddar.
It tasted different putting the whole chip in my mouth than taking
A small bit.
Well, I've been taking like bigger.
I
bites. I mean, I don't put the whole thing in my mouth, but I don't do small bites like you guys are doing with these kind of things.
Pop the whole thing in and it tastes better popping the whole thing in.
Okay, maybe there's a way to eat these.
There's a
Technique?
there's a technique to it.
I'm excited for this one.
What do you think?
Why does it taste like blue cheese, kind of? 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. All right, number 5.
All right.
Spicy jalapeno. Very excited to see what this tastes like.
Not excited.
Oh, I am excited
God.
about it. I have a feeling.
Do you smell like the?
Yeah, but just because you smell it doesn't
Oh, you're not gonna smell it. Smells
Ooh,
spicy.
Yeah, actually it does.
I'm scared. I don't know how spicy.
This one you might want to take a small bite of. You don't like jalapeno?
Oh god, I'm nervous.
Okay. This was really good. I gave it a 9. It had the most flavor of all of them. You can even smell it. It does give you a little kick in the back of your throat once you're finished eating it. So like, this is not one I could see eating a lot of them all at once. Like, you kind of have to space it out. So if you want something that's going to force you to eat your chips slower, this would be it.
Yeah.
You know who I feel like with like
But
those?
it's really, really good.
You know who I feel like with like those? Tyler.
Oh, Tyler would love those.
Oh.
He loves anything that burns his mouth or sets it on fire.
I gave them a 6. I wouldn't say it's too spicy. It's 100% tolerable.
Oh,
I like buffalo chicken and that kind of stuff, but I don't think but I'm not outrageously I don't like when my mouth is super on fire. I think this is 100% tolerable.
Oh yeah.
I could probably have, I don't know, at least 5 without it bothering me.
Yeah, but then
But if there was another option, I feel like I'd have none. That's what I'm gonna say.
I surprisingly gave this an 8.
really?
I don't like spicy.
Oh.
I don't like spicy at all. And I thought it was just a little bit of spice to give you a little zing. You're right, there's that little back zing.
There's a little back zing in the throat.
But I don't like buffalo, I don't like my lips burning.
Yeah, I don't like my
like
lips
my
burning.
mouth burning.
Yeah.
But I thought that with a nice soda, here I have a nice Diet Pepsi, I would caffeine free. I'd be very happy.
This would be a nice little zing on the side of a hamburger or a hot dog.
Yeah, like a couple, it's not to eat the whole sleeve of them
No.
at night, but, and I think one other thing we didn't mention with these chips, I think they hold up with this the dip,
Oh yeah.
because they're solid.
Because they are a little thicker, yeah.
Yeah,
I can
so
see
that with a nice dip would be good too.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Did it get a 10 out of 10? What brought it down a notch?
Very jalapeno-y.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I'm not looking forward to.
Number 4. I feel like we kind of ranked them how we thought we'd hate or something. Outback barbecue. Okay, just by looking at this one kind of. But you see how there's colors here on the chip?
Church barbecue.
What?
Church good old barbecue.
We'll find out.
I have it out back, but I'm not.
Doesn't really smell. Honestly, the only one
No,
that
it
really
really
smell.
doesn't.
Do you
It's
keep
really
licking them?
I do. I really liked those. I gave them a 9. I liked the smokiness, and there was a little bit of sweet in there. It wasn't overly on either one, so it was a nice, pleasant barbecue flavor.
I also give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, I'm the type of person that really, every once in a while, I really crave a classic barbecue chip. I don't remember the brand I usually get normally, but these definitely would be it. I liked it a lot. I feel like I usually crave a barbecue chip in the summer, which is weird. I don't know if that correlates to anything.
Barbecue season.
Oh my god, you're so right. I'm so stupid. The fact that I literally just said that. But I really like that one. Without having each of them in my mouth right after each other, that's definitely a high contender for me.
Okay, well, I am not a fan of barbecue.
We know.
This one, it was tolerable. It had a decent taste as barbecue chips go. It wasn't burning my lips or anything like that. But I'm just not a fan of barbecue to begin with, so I gave it a 6.
Do you typically like barbecue or not? Yeah. I crave it randomly. So maybe I have one of these.
I gave it a 7.5.
Okay.
It's just a different kind of barbecue.
Yeah.
It's not like the barbecue I was expecting.
Next up, we will each take turns putting them in order. My favorite to Riley's favorite. And Becky's gonna go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us why you chose
Why I
this order.
chose this order? I
Best,
know.
right? To
Best
least
to
favorite.
least, right.
Okay.
And I had some of these ranked high, and there were previously, and so I was trying to decide what I would want to eat more of.
Yeah.
And I went definitely with the ones that had a lot of flavor first, right? So, and I could have probably switched barbecue and spicy around a little bit.
Okay.
But I loved the sour cream from the beginning, and the spicy jalapeno was surprising to me that I liked it so much. Flavor was right up there, and you know, it really is almost a tie on the barbecue, Outback barbecue. A classic potato chip you really just can't ever go wrong with on any day. And my two least favorites, you know, are on the bottom. Which I still am really upset about that sea salt and vinegar one being down there. But that's my ranking.
That's her ranking. All right.
Oh, you did yours.
So honestly, I'm kind of shocked by like what I did here. But honestly, I never could have predicted this. The barbecue are definitely my number one right now. I don't know if, no. Okay. So this is definitely number two, the sea salt and vinegar. I also just tried it again to remind myself of the flavor. Honestly, I kind of like that. I feel like I would definitely have a little craving for that, and it would, you know, catch the craving. Honestly, I'm gonna kind of put these two at a tie. I'm gonna call these two a tie. Classic, yeah. I mean, I feel like I can't really put classic last. You know, it's classic. And the jalapeno, I don't really know how to feel about it. I think it was my lowest ranking, but honestly, thinking back, I feel like I liked it more than these other two over here. So I'm putting these two kind of at a tie here. Little friends right there. In the middle. And on the bottom of the pyramid, we have the aged white cheddar. I liked it, but again, I don't know. I feel like the flavor I really liked, but it should have been on like a different texture of food. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I like the flavor, but that was kind of it, I guess. And very shocking, we are typically a sour cream and onion kind of family, and I don't know, I don't want to put it last, but it definitely wasn't like up here. So she ended up at the bottom of here. You're up. Walk us through it. Walk us through your head.
I really surprised myself because I didn't think that I would like as much as I do. I really, really, really like these jalapenos.
Can we rewind to the beginning where she said, I'm gonna hate these to suit this?
No, well, like I said, no, I said I was gonna hate these ones. But that was a surprise too. I like the jalapeno. I like the little bit of a spice. Again, like I said, it's not something where you're gonna eat them fast. It's one of those things where you have to kind of savor it because there's a lot of flavor in that. But I really, really enjoyed them, and I can see them being a great side to actually like a lunch. The sour,
or even how you know some people put like chips in their sandwich.
Oh yeah, people do that.
Honestly, that
might be a good chip to do that with. The sour cream and onion, again, like I said before, I don't taste as much sour cream, but I really like the flavor. I mean, I like onion, I like garlic. I really enjoyed those. The big shocker is the sea salt and vinegar. This is very, very mild. I like the flavor. This is the first sea salt and vinegar chip I have ever tasted that I actually like.
I don't think it's that.
So, well,
do you think it's mine?
By my taste.
Well, it doesn't have sweat factor, but I will say, retesting this, I would move this up, having tasted it again.
But I don't think it's split.
I obviously, I love a classic chip.
I feel like we all feel,
yeah, I mean,
we feel bad for classic.
If you, I don't feel bad for it, but like if you like potato chips, the classic chip is always a good thing. The aged white cheddar, I mean, again, like I said before, it doesn't taste bad. It tastes good, but it doesn't taste like a cheddar to me. So that's why I put this one down there. This, you know, if I had to go to the store and find these, this would not be my first. This would not be one that I'm pulling off the shelf. I would choose one of these guys first. And the barbecue, well, he was destined to be on the bottom because I'm just not a barbecue person. The flavor of barbecue cooking, but I don't like barbecue chips. So.
Walk us through this from
most my favorite
sea salt and vinegar. Yeah,
yes,
just really like the convention.
Oh, so good.
Spicy jalapeno.
I'm a spicy girl.
It's funny. None of us like thought we would really like it. I mean, all like kind of did.
I am a spicy girl. Original. It's a classic.
Yeah.
I mean, sour cream and onion, I really did like. Barbecue. I just didn't like the barbecue. Like, I wish it was a different flavored barbecue.
Yeah.
The white cheddar, it just had a weird aftertaste. That's what threw me off.
Alright, as they eat, you can shop all of these, I believe, on their website, which I will link below, and I believe they are also in Whole Foods. We're definitely going to go this week and see if we can find them in our Whole Foods. From a gluten-free woman, what do you think?
I'm very happy because I miss Pringles. I used to like them, and to be able to have an alternative that really tastes very good, I'm really excited.
Thank you, The Good Crisp, for sending over every single flavor. Very fun. Loved doing like a chip instead of like a candy like we typically do on our taste testing. I will link the rest of our taste testing videos down below. Thank you again to them. Be sure to subscribe, guys. Follow my socials, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.
This
And special guest, Mocha, who of course wants a little Pringle. I don't know.
Here, don't take that one. Take this one. Take one that's not broken.
You take that one then.
This one's broken.
Can you hold the kid for a second?
Would you want to come with me?
All taste, no guilt.
I've never sweat when I have potato chips.
You haven't had good sea salt and vinegar potato
Well,
chips.
yeah, there's a reason for that. Yeah,
I'm
creamy
judging
taste.
her palate. Yeah.
I'm sure you have like an onion dip or something to put in there.
No, actually, no.
I don't believe you.
Wait, is that how you actually say that?
Jalapeno?
Yeah.
Jalapeno.
I'm just curious. Because I heard it.
That's the Italian who doesn't like me to say
Is it really?
pizza.
No, you can say
Wait,
pizza.
what are you supposed to say?
A beets.
No,
Well,
but
that's how you say it.
is jalapeno how it's actually supposed to be said?
Well, if you want to go, yeah, you got to get the tilde thing up on the top. And yeah, jalapeno.
Well, doesn't it actually know? Yeah, right there.
Yeah, but I don't say that. So there you go.
Okay, I've never heard that before, so I forget.
Alright, go ahead.
No, you keep that yeah in there. Jalapeno.
Stay over there.
Available at Whole Foods.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go get some. Yeah.